Hi. It is May 7th, I believe, 2010. I had posted on my last blog that I was going to have knee replacement surgery on March 30th, and that when I came home I might, do another video about it to show it to you. Well, I didn't. I kind of came out of the gate running after the surgery. I was up and walking as soon as I was able to not be stoned from the anesthesia and the pain meds after. And I went into physical therapy the next morning. I didn't have my surgery till about 2 o'clock in the afternoon. It was supposed to be in the morning. The doctor had some problems, had to some personal family issues he had to deal with, and so it was late. And I got back in the room I got in my room 4 o'clock, something like that. And my first physical therapy was at 8 in the morning. And I was, like I said, I was up that night. I was up going to the bathroom, walking around, no problem. I went to physical therapy, and I kind of went into physical therapy at the goal numbers for flexibility that you're supposed to have for 3 days later when you go home. And I didn't meet those numbers when I had my left knee done. It's just kind of I was like the bionic woman, I just came out running. It continued to be that way. I never had a great deal of pain in it like I did with the left one, and in fact the incision probably was more painful than the knee itself after the first day. I had met my goal and exceeded it on first day post-op, and I was just flying through physical therapy and running around and just it was awesome. And I came home, and my physical therapist came. You have to do in-home physical therapy after. And he came, and he was like, okay, just, was trying to tell me what to do, and I was ahead of him already doing it. And then that was a weekend, my regular physical therapist came, and she was just essentially, we talked more than we did anything else because I knew what to do, and I was doing it so well. And she actually discharged me early because she just felt like I didn't need physical therapy. Okay, 2 weeks later, there's also a nurse that comes 2 or 3 times a week to test your blood, because when you have surgery in general, you're at risk for blood clots. However, when it's surgery on your legs or bone or something, don't ask me. Anyway, I know that the risk is a lot higher for a blood clot to break loose and then travel in your lungs and kill you. And so they put you on blood thinners, and she has to come and test to make sure that I'm not too thin or not thin enough. And she came about 2 weeks after surgery and looked at my leg and thought that it looked a little red and it was really hot. And I'd noticed that it was like that, but I thought maybe because the incision got a lot of irritation when I sleep because of the position I sleep in. I thought maybe it was just irritation from that. I'd noticed it, but it wasn't a big deal really, but to me. But it was in the early stages of infection. I go to the doctor, puts me on antibiotics, and tells me to come back after the weekend. This was a Friday. I come back Monday. It looks worse. Except there was one part that looked better, but then this one part down at the bottom looked worse. Now, let me backtrack a minute. When I had the surgery, this didn't happen with the left knee, but I had a really bad problem with big, pockets of blood that it pulled. I wasn't bleeding, and it just pulled under the skin, and it would drain out when I was there and after I came home. It looked like I had 2 little big balls at each end of the incision, and they didn't hurt or anything, and that was just normal. That happens with surgery sometimes. And as my doctor put it, I don't have to worry about it because it was really gory. I went to physical therapy, and I stood up to do the standing exercise, and all of a sudden just blood just goes everywhere, and I go, uh-oh. I was all over the carpet, all over my little booty socks, all over everything. Anyway, it was fun. It was like a horror movie. But she didn't like the way it looked. Okay, wait, I went back too far to restart. What happened was it just wasn't responding, and he told me to essentially my orders for the weekend and after that for a few days was to literally, he said, wear shorts, sit on the couch with your leg up, and watch TV. Don't do anything. Well, I went back a few days later because I wanted to look at it again. it wasn't any better. And the thing is, infection when you have knee replacement can be very dangerous. I mean, it can lead to like amputation, and at the very least a redoing of the surgery. So he put me in the hospital like right then, and this was at this point it was about 3 weeks post-op. I didn't even go home. I just went to the hospital and told my aunt what to get, you know, to bring, and I happened to have a few things that I needed in my purse already. So I was put in the hospital, and I had another surgery on my knee. What had happened was I had just a very, very slight bacterial infection on my skin, on the surface, but in the spot where the blood had pooled, there was a little hematoma. And as he put it, hematoma is bacteria food, and it just kind of found that and was not responding. You know, it's like staph and bacteria like that. It can be very aggressive. I mean, I know that because I had a hole eaten in my leg last year. But he did some surgery on it. He cleaned it up, you know, and sewed it up. And I was in the hospital for 3 days again, and came home, and again, sit on your butt with your leg up, watch TV. My butt is dead from sitting on it so much, okay? I mean, because I have fibromyalgia, I'm not like superwoman active, but the thing is when I feel good, I like it, or by feel good I mean not in pain, not exhausted. I like to get up and do things, and I'm having moments like that, and I can't get up and do it because the leg right before the surgery, when he told me to sit on my butt, I had done a little bit of cleaning, and it kind of made the situation worse. Anyway, yeah, I just love that post-op morphine and Valium. I went and found bacteria cultures and rubbed it in my leg. But and the food is just delightful. I had like total rerun of like this exact same meals that I'd had when I'd been in the hospital 3 weeks earlier. I was like, what is this? Anyway. But so it's all kind of really healed good well now. I talk good. Yes, I do. Anyway, it's healed pretty good. I'm going to show you the scar and then be done with it. I go back to the doctor on Monday for him to just kind of check and make sure everything's cool. But it's where he sewed it up. He just needed one little stitch. It wasn't dissolvable because there was a gap where he cleaned it up. But and you probably won't be able to see it. And if you see hair around it, pretend it's not there because I'm not allowed to shave around it yet. Okay? Okay. Let's look at the scar and then we're going bye-bye. Ta-da! So you can see where the little staples were, because I don't, and it's, excuse me, my loose skin is bulging over there. Now you can see where the staples were. I can have really bad reactions to staples. So I get like a scar from the staples and a scar from the surgery. So, up the nose. So that's all I have to say about my knee surgery, and I'm sorry I didn't show you the gory details when it was new. But I just was kind of so excited because my knee didn't hurt and I was up and running. So, have a good day, my babies.